RIP to your futures tickets. You futures, your futures, your future, all of your futures tickets. You thought, man, John Morant's back. Let me put in my money. 6 of 9. They win since his return. This team's making the playoffs, or at least go over a live win total. Bye-bye. Morant is gone. But that's going to factor really nice into our first leg of the NBA parlay because we're going to ride Memphis right following this drastic, catastrophic news. So we're building a 3-leg parlay here. Appreciate you joining us. And right away, I don't want to waste your time with this. Right away, Ja Morant's absence, as far as not having him on the floor, is going to really help the Grizzlies in one area as they take on the Dallas Mavericks. Mind you, the Dallas Mavericks in Dallas. So as you see, we head on over to BetMGM, and the first leg that we build is over 234.5. All 6 games went over last night in the NBA. All 6 of them. It's a trend that's going to continue. This isn't the NFL where an early window goes over. Therefore, oh my God, everything else at the bottom end is going to end and bottom out. No. This is a theme now, a trend now. And there's no real value, as you'll see with another game. There's no real value anymore in just taking the under with bad teams in play. Well, the 13-23 Grizzlies or the 3-50, whatever, Detroit Pistons, who are also in action. There's just no more value there. The Grizzlies, as bad as it's been, the Grizzlies are 11-9 to the over on the road. This is majority without Morant. Dallas, on the other hand, I know defensively they've been able to put some stuff together, but no team that's winning, and they're 10-8 to the over at home, by the way. No team that's winning consistently. Even Miami, as we saw the other night, where, the Heat at home following this road trip, teams that play Houston, teams that play to slower pacing still are scoring. It's just the nature. It's almost like the NBA has created this thing here. So we go, now look at that, over 235.5. It's out. It's moving. I thought we were at 234. Look at that. It already moved. It moved, Jerry. We roll here. Leg number 1. We're going to build this thing and try and take advantage of recent circumstances. That's all this is. This is about recent circumstances. So the Kings hit the road, and sometimes there's no place like away from home, by all means. But the Kings hit the road, and I'm okay because this is moving the other game. It's down to 234.5 again, but it's at minus 120. That's fine. We're going to keep rolling here. Now they take on Detroit. So the Pistons are one of the worst teams we know in the NBA by a long mile, and this is just a bad spot for Detroit where Sacramento kind of needs a win. But it's not just a win. It's like they need an emphatic win. The Kings they split their 4-game homestand, but Sacramento's putting up points. They put up at least $135 in 2 of those games, 2 of the last 3, mind you. The only time they didn't when they put up 100 in a loss. The Pistons are giving up a shit ton of points over the last 4 games, right in that 134 range. So one of these teams, most likely Sacramento, is going to be in the 130s. You get me 130 points from the Sacramento Kings, and we're going over this sucker. Sacramento doesn't come in and just put a blanket over Detroit. As bad as Detroit, we just saw this with Washington last night. What did they put up? $128? So this is not just good teams score, bad teams don't. Will the Pistons have an 89-point performance at some point before the year ends? Absolutely. But it's not going to come against the Kings team that is more than happy sacrificing things on defense in order to put up some points, especially roll a team 150 to 120. And Detroit is more than willing as a dance partner. Make no mistake. A lot of this is just figuring out what you've seen over the last couple of days. You're busy. That's why you come here. I'm grateful. I appreciate that. If you'd like to hit the thumbs up button, that goes a long while. It really does. But so far, as you see, we go over 240.5 for the Kings Pistons. And right now, we're got a plus 257. We're going to add one more leg, but plus 257 here on the docket. And we're taking advantage of this scoring trend. Now, there's one more that we have to look at. And I don't know if this is going to be people in the prisoner of the moment or people just overreacting, what have you. Timberwolves come in and the Orlando Magic are missing everybody. Everybody. It's a 5.5-point spread. Check OddsShopper, as we always do. You may be able to find 5 out there. Pretty sure you can. But here on BetMGM, we're going to roll 5.5. That's fine, too. Anthony Edwards and this front court. Front court is the operative term here. Hey, Orlando just got by against Atlanta because Atlanta didn't take advantage of anything in front of them. Not having Franz, not having Wendell Carter Jr. More guys continue to be out for Orlando. They're missing everybody. Their front court is seriously, significantly depleted. Guess who has a really good front court? Guess who has 3 if you want to count Nas off the bench, that can do some damage here. Anthony Edwards scoring 35, 40 points against the Orlando Magic is just a bonus at this point. Is truly just a bonus. No. We lay the 5.5. Come on. We lay the 5.5 and we sit at plus 598. That's not bad. Just at 6-1, just technically below it, 2 points below it, but 6-1 for this 3-leg parlay in the NBA. I know you're upset because we didn't hit last night. Come on. What the hell, Bob? All these other things. You hit one with me this week and we're up. We do it 5 days a week. You hit, maybe we'll add a 6th depending on what happens in the NFL. But if you hit one of these, you're up. Do you understand that? That's all. And we're up, not break even, up. That's why I'm doing it here for you. Over 240.5 Kings Pistons. Over 234.5 Grizzlies Mavs. Wolves minus 5.5. All right. That is your NBA parlay. Here's what I'm going to do. Because you're great people and we love you so much, we're going to give you this opportunity to get in now on BetMGM. 21 or older, gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER. You bet $5 on anything and get $158 back instantly in bets. Instantly, that's it. Like, it doesn't matter. Put $5 on this parlay. When it hits, you get that money and the 158 in bonus bets. It loses, you get the 158 in bonus bets. Either way, not that bad, right? Not that bad. Just saying, how we have this thing here is meant for you. That's all. Look, I appreciate you big time being here. Hit that thumbs up button, and we'd love you subscribe to the OddsShopper channel. All right? Go through the NBA, give you a 3-leg parlay. It's my pleasure. I'm here for you, trying to give you some insight, trying to give you an angle or two that you may not think. That's why you're coming here, because you don't have the time to do this. I do. In return, we would love you to be part of this community. Sign up and be a part of the OddsShopper community. Just subscribe below. All right? And you just hit that button below. All right? All right, let's hit a ticket.